Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another weekly wears video where I go over every single fragrance that I wore all 7 days last week. So if that is content that you want to see more of, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications so you are updated whenever I upload something new. I'm not going to waste any time. This was an amazing week, and the theme this week is elevated fresh fragrance, not your run-of-the-mill shower gel, clean, fresh fragrances. No, they had just kicked up a notch to the next level that I think every one of you needs to know about. So let's jump into it, starting with Sunday. So on Sunday, I reached for this fragrance that I think is super underrated. And you're going to find that a few of these fragrances on this list today are underappreciated, not talked about enough, and underrated. This scent fits that scent we are talking about, is Awaken from Toomey. Now, this is a fairly recent addition to my collection, and guys, this stuff, amazing, aromatic, earthy. What this reminds me of is how it smells outside after a fresh rainstorm, midsummer, really hot, and we just had a passing rain go through. It's super clean. It has a little bit of a 90s vibe to it, but above all else, it's really fresh and clean, and I absolutely love this one. I don't know why this one doesn't get talked about more. It's a wispy scent. It's airy. It's versatile. It's going to fit any single situation that you can think of. And Toomey just keeps coming out with the hits, in my opinion. This is no different. This one I can find myself wanting to reach for if I'm running errands, if I just need to put on something quick. Really likable, potential compliment getter. I think you guys are going to like this one as well. Performance is about average, but I'm pleased with the performance considering how fresh of a scent this is. So really nice, elevated, fresh scent, Awaken from Toomey. Scent I wore on Monday needs no introduction. It was the perfect day to wear it. It was a little bit warm here in the Boston area, and I had a lot to do. Still my favorite bluish fragrance ever, scent we were talking about, is Sedley from Parfume Spot. And this is just a really clean, easygoing lavender, mint. It's cooling, it's fresh, it has mouth-watering citrus. The citrus here reminds me of popping open a can of Sprite. That's how I describe this one. It's effervescent, it has a little bit of fizziness to it. It's just the right amount of sweetness. Super appealing. People are gonna love this. This gets me a ton of compliments every time I wear it. That soapy cleanness from the lavender and the creaminess from the woods. Wow, amazing performance. And for a guy that wants to smell clean, fresh, put together, refined, this is the way to go. Again, my favorite blue-ish fragrance. The reason I say ish is because the mint in here is sort of prominent for me, adds this little greenness to it. Yes, it has all the elements of a blue fragrance, but then that mint kind of just adds a little twist to it, a little greenness, some aromatics. Love it. Sedley from Parfume Spot. So if Sedley is my favorite blue fragrance, this one is my favorite unique blue fragrance. Again, another bluish fragrance. Scent we are talking about is Loewe 7 Cobalt. Now, for one, I absolutely love this bottle. I love this house. Loewe does fragrances right. They're a high-end designer, great atomizer. Love how the black currant is used in this. It's fruity. It smells a little bit earthy from that fruitiness coming from the black currant, almost like you tore the fruit off of the vine. It's amazing. So, but add in vetiver, add in some sage. You're just getting this combination of notes that is different. It smells elevated, adds this aromatic earthiness to it when that vetiver kicks in. So, man, incredible stuff. It's just the right amount of sweetness from me. That's what I like about this one, is that it's so well balanced. I picture a guy transitioning out of, typical designer fragrances. Now this, again, is still a designer. It's not niche or anything, but it has enough uniqueness that you're not going to smell like every other guy at work or the bar or the club. This is super versatile. This is signature worthy. I get really good performance from this. I'm happy with this one. This is probably my second favorite Loewe in my collection. Aside from Loewe, it's so hard to decide, to be honest. I love every single Loewe that I have. But right now, this one is up near the top. Loewe 7 Cobalt. Again, super underrated, not talked about. What the hell is going on? People need to know about this one. Scent we are talking about is Fusion Dissy from Issey Miyake. And I should say Fusion Dissy Extreme. There are two versions of this. This is the extreme version, and I have no other person to thank other than Michael, who has been a supporter of this channel from the beginning. I'm so appreciative of that. And wow, in the air, this is amazing. He sent me this, and he had actually sent me a decant maybe a year ago that I burned through. I absolutely love this scent, and for whatever reason, I never grabbed it. It was on my short list for the longest time. I just never had the right opportunity to grab it. As you guys know, you have to kind of pick and choose which fragrances you're picking up. But I always kept saying, I'm gonna get that one next. I'm gonna get that one next. And he sent me what he had left, and I'm so appreciative of it. This is gonna last me a while. Incredible fragrance. Incredible. A clean, high-end soapiness here from lavender, mint, sandalwood. But you're also getting a coconut note and solar notes. That is the curveball here. So it's sort of a traditional clean smelling men's fragrance, an amazing twist in my opinion. This is an interesting fragrance with a lot of depth to it, really good performer, has the potential to grab some attention, and it's one of those transportive fragrances for me. Even though I never wore this on vacation with family, it kind of reminds me of that, like being down the Cape Cod, vacationing for a weekend or something, being by the water, hitting all the shops and restaurants. I mean, that's kind of the vibe I get here, but also being versatile and clean and fresh and easy to wear to work and school. And this kind of has you covered with that little bit of twist and edge of like vacation vibes. So super versatile in that sense. Issey Miyake, great performer, just great overall quality. I love this house. And this is one that's super slept on, in my opinion. Doesn't get talked about enough. Fusion Dissy Extreme from Issey Miyake. This next one is unique in a way that it adds a little bit of a floral freshness. Scent we are talking about is Bulgari Man Wood Neroli. And this one, guys, it's got the orange blossom. It has the neroli. It has the woods, obviously. Just amazing scent. It's a masculine floral. This one is ideal for oppressive heat, and it can get really hot where I live in the summertime, and this is the scent that I think to wear because it gets better in those types of situations. In that oppressive heat, sweltering out, this just kind of comes alive, makes you smell fresh. It's invigorating. The florals here are amazing. It has a little bit of a fruitiness to it. You got the orange, one of the best from Alberto Marias in my opinion. And I love where this one ends with just these creamy woods, just leans into the masculinity of those florals and just works beautifully. Bulgari Man, Wood Neroli. This next one is just high class through and through for a fresh fragrance. Scent we are talking about is Tom Ford's Costa Azura. Wow. An aquatic, but a really piney green sensibility to it. It has cypress in here. The cypress here adds this sharp, aromatic, invigorating punch. I get a lot of positive attention from this one, usually complimented when I first put it on. The sillage is stunning on this one. That's where this one shines, is from its sillage. I would say it's a little bit salty aquatic, but what really stands out to me, again, is that quality. It smells super expensive. It's not super expensive, but it's on the pricier end of things. So you're definitely getting your money's worth when you smell this. And I would say that you definitely need to try this. This is the Parfum concentration. So that's one thing I should note, is that there is another, I believe, Eau de Parfum. This is the Parfum concentration. And I prefer this one. The deal that I got on this was just too good to pass up. Really enjoy it. And performance, as I said, incredible. Love this one. Tom Ford, Costa Azura Parfum. This next one is actually a clone fragrance of a much more popular, expensive niche fragrance. Scent we are talking about is Royal Equestrian from Alexandria Fragrances. Now, Alexandria is a house that I really want to get more familiar with and try more, because this is the only fragrance that I've ever smelled from them, I believe. And it's stunning. This stuff is absolutely amazing. It's a Layton clone, but I compared this for days next to Layton, and I just came out liking this one much more. And I like Layton quite a bit. I think Layton's a fantastic fragrance. Has that same vanilla apple spiciness that reminds you of like the fall time. I always wear this apple picking every year. It kind of reminds me of that. It's ideal for that. However, it still has a lot of freshness to it. minus that menthol note that Leighton has. It's there, but much less, in my personal opinion. But this has a freshness to it that is unlike any other in my collection. Not to mention, this is an amazing performer. I get hits of this all day long, and I'm like, wow, this smells just as good now as when I first applied it. So that is exceptional for, again, a smaller house. They do clone fragrances. I believe they also do some originals. I don't know much about them. I know this fragrance. I know you guys like them. A lot of you guys have asked me if I've tried different things from Alexandria. I would like to try more because I am so impressed with this scent. Really, for the price you pay, this is a 55 ml, and I made a nice little dent in it. And I try to kind of wear this one sparingly because I enjoy it so much. I don't want to get burnt out on it, but I do find myself wanting to wear this more often than not. Amazing fragrance. Royal Equestrian from Alexandria Fragrances. That's it, guys. All 7 fragrances that I wore every day last week. I would love to know not only your weekly rotation, what you guys wore last week. I always love hearing what you guys are wearing, but also your opinion on some elevated, fresh fragrances. Something that, as I said, with the 7 behind me, I think these all add something special to the sort of fresh category of fragrance. So I would love to know what you would add to that list. Drop it in the comment section down below. But if you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.